hydro corridors and building rapid transit along them go hand in hand, which is why the City of Toronto is not new to building hydro corridor transit. Take the York University Busway, which was built along the Finch Hydro Corridor and is used by several buses every day on the 939 Finch Express bus route. But there's a hydro corridor that's much longer and runs next to many more important places. This is Toronto's Gatineau Hydro Corridor. The Gatineau Hydro Corridor, or as we'll call it for simplicity, GHC, does not fit into the grid of the city. It is diagonal, running between Eglinton Avenue and Sheppard Avenue primarily. And in addition to being a hydro corridor, it also has a biking trail through the path, like the Finch Hydro Corridor. Interestingly, however, the Gatineau Hydro Corridor is typically 100 meters wide, while the York University Busway, a dedicated road for buses only, is 10 meters wide. Do you see what I'm implying? Like at the York University Busway, the GHC has potential for hosting a busway of its own that can coexist with the existing bike infrastructure. So let's dive into something like that on this special episode of Documenter. I drafted up this proposal for a busway, but if the city sees it fit, this could easily be a light rail line, or if they chose to build up along the corridor, even a subway. But for phase 1, we'll stick to a busway proposal. The idea is we can have a new bus route that uses the entire busway, and let's call it the 997, though it doesn't matter right now. The 997 bus route could start from Sloan Station on the upcoming Eglinton Crosstown, before entering the GHC busway. The 997 will then stop at every station on the busway to Dean Park Station at the intersection of Sheppard Avenue and Meadville Road, where the bus terminates at the Toronto Zoo. The Toronto Zoo has an existing bus loop, so 997 buses will loop at the Toronto Zoo before heading back to Sloan Station. Now you might be wondering, who would even use such a route and such a busway? Well, some commutes could be Eglinton Square to Curran Hall, Scarborough Town Centre to Aga Khan Museum, and more access in general to Toronto Zoo. A GHC busway would link several existing or in-progress transit lines: the Eglinton LRT, the Scarborough Busway, the Line 2 Scarborough Extension, the Durham Scarborough BRT, and the Eglinton East LRT. Some station connections would be harder than others, but the Oriole Go Leslie TTC station connection is proof that anything is possible. Also, for bikers, the path and the busway can coexist thanks to the width of the GHC. Some realignments of both corridors would be necessary, but a busway on the GHC would be useful and cost-effective, and we could easily LRT-proof it for the future. Now, does a plan for Gatineau Hydro Corridor rapid transit exist? No. Steve Monroe has talked about it, so you know it's legit, but very few people aside know about the gem this corridor is to begin with, and even fewer think it could be transified. So I'm glad you learned about it today. If you liked this video, consider subscribing to the channel and liking down below, as well as sharing and commenting, and I'll see you next time.